Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am at it again with the 3D. I thought I'd give it another go, and I'm going to be entering these into the CJP challenge that Gemma's just put up. You're all probably aware that she's turning 40 soon. I know she doesn't look it. But she put out this challenge, and I thought, oh, I might as well have a bash and do a bit of 3D work. So here we go. Start off with periwinkle. So I'm only going to be using a few colours in this. Well, this is the only acrylic colour I'm going to be using, and I'm actually building a smile line with periwinkle, which is a lot more difficult than it looks, because periwinkle does tend to marble a little bit, and you get rid of that just by brushing it out. And because I was working in such a small area, it was pretty hard to brush the marble out. But I'm just building it up so I've got a nice wall to put the next colour up to. So I'll just let you watch me faff around a little bit, and then I'll come back when I need to. On this one, and what would be the pointer finger, so this would be the ring finger, and what would be the pointer finger, I'm just laying down a little bit of that periwinkle and just blending it down towards the tip. I'm going to be putting glitter on these later, and I've left the tip in the natural colour, so it gives that two-tone effect, because the glitter I'm going to be using is another CJP product. It is Wonderland, and it is sort of it's hard to explain what Wonderland, you'll see it when I put it on, but it sort of gives off colours underneath, whatever reacts to whatever colours underneath. I don't think I'm making much sense here, but you'll see later when I put it on what I mean. So those fingers will look like ombres underneath the glitter, but you'll see that a bit later on. So here on this one, I'm building a side swoosh the same as the reverse nail bed method. I'm just putting it on and building it up so it's nice and high. And this is going to be, so these three that I'm building these on are all going to be like the 3D French design. So I'm just building this one up as well to be the same height. The reason why I'd wanted to do the 3D method is because it's a competition on CJP, and it's for Gemma. Gemma's always pushing people to go outside their comfort zone, to, you know, push yourself to do the best you can, and things like that, you know, challenge yourself every day and things like that. She's you know, good for that. If you're a member on the CJP site, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I thought, because I've tried this a few times and I've never quite got it right, there's always been a bit of room for improvement. So I thought I'd give it another go and really push myself to my limits by doing this 3D method in different ways. So as you can see, the middle one is the normal smile line, which would be the thumb or the little finger, whichever way you look at it, is a side swoosh. And this one, I'm starting from the tip. So I'm just building it up the same as the other two. This one I did make a little bit of an error, because to do this design on this finger, all you really need to do is lay down the colour in this shape and then build it up with crystal glass. So I ended up filing this one down a lot thinner, because I'd realised what I'd done wrong. Before I went any further with it, but you don't see me do that. I just did that off camera. So once I've done all this, I will leave them all to set. before I come in with anything else. So once I'm happy that these fingers have set a little bit, I'll come in with that glitter Wonderland. And as you can see, it's a pre-mixed glitter by CJP. I think it's one of the Liz Guild collection ones, Christmas collection ones. And I'm going to be putting this all over the nail. And as you can see already, it's starting to look like there's an ombre underneath it, where I haven't put any white on. I've just used, because I'm using natural tips, I've just left it as it is, and it does look like a really soft ombre underneath with this glitter over the top. And I'm doing exactly the same on this one. The one you've just seen me do, I'm going to be leaving that playing as it is. I'm just going to encapsulate it and leave it. This one I am going to be doing some 3D work on top, so I'm going all out today with the 3D. So yeah, I'll just let you watch. Okay, so I've filed those two small lines in, and I've filed down the one I was telling you about earlier, because I'm going to add some crystal glass at this point. So I'm just capping these ones with crystal glass, and I absolutely love the way these nails turned out. You know, the 3D work is really nice, and if you can get it right, it looks amazing. But I think out of this whole set, I love these two nails, just the way they looked. Just nice and simple. And I love the fact that it was a nice soft ombre underneath the glitter. Absolutely love them. So yeah, just applying a bit of crystal glass. So how have all you guys been? We're in another shutdown now in the UK. Another 4-week shutdown. So I can't see any end to this. What do you guys think? You know, we keep saying, like at the beginning of the first shutdown, oh, we need to do this to get rid of it, and then it looked like it was, you know, getting better, and then things started getting worse again. You know, I've started to hear of people I know that's getting it now and getting positive results. Thank the Lord, touch wood, none of them have been too ill with it. But it is very worrying times, isn't it? I mean, you know, now people I know are starting to get it. Or I know through other people, you know, it is worrying times, isn't it? But what can you do? But just wash your hands, keep your distance, cover your face, you know, just keep doing it. Because at the minute, I don't think there's any end to this coronavirus, is there? You know. Just, you know, share your thoughts in the comments box, what you think of it all, and if it's affecting you guys. So yeah, back to the nails. As you can see, I'm building that up now with crystal glass. The reason for this is because this is how I get the 3D effect going this way. So I'm building that wall with the crystal glass, and then that'll give me that ledge when I come to put the next colour next to it. So for the gel polish, I'm using another CJP product. I've recently switched out all my gel polishes because I wanted to use the CGLP range. So this is one of the colours from the CGLP range, and it is called Shea Blue, I think it's called, and it's a similar sort of colour to Periwinkle. So that's why I chose Periwinkle in this, because I wanted it to seem like a simple set, but with a 3D twist to it. So what I do is I put it on in the shape that I'm going to cap, and then I just pop it into the lamp just for 10 seconds, just so I can freeze it into place before I move on to the next nail. So I'm doing exactly the same here, just going up against that side walls. Going up against side walls is really important when doing this design, because that's what's going to give you the 3D effects. And then just going across the tip here, drawing out a line to where I'm going to cap. I find it easier to draw the line out because it's easier then when I put the crystal glass on to know where my wall is, if you know what I mean. So once I've done this, I pop it into the lamp, freeze it for 10 seconds. Well, not freeze it, cure it for 10 seconds. And then I move on to the last one. Do exactly the same. So once I've given it a full 60 seconds cure, I just wipe over with a bit of wipe off solution, just removing the tacky layer and just checking that I've got full coverage. I did have a few light bits when I did this, so I just went over again with a bit more of that gel polish and popped it back into my lamp for another 60 seconds. And then what I do then is just cap all these little blue bits. So when I'm capping, I'm making sure that I've still got that wall to butt up against. I've done this design a few times now in my last couple of videos. I really like this effect. I like the way it turns out. So yeah, I'm doing exactly the same and making sure that wall is nice and high so I can file up against it and keep the walls nice and high, so that'll give you plenty of room to file down to reveal those lines later on. So once they've set and I've filed them, I'm just going to go over again with the gel polish. I'm not going to bore you with the whole capping again because you've just seen it. So I'm just going to show you this one line, and then I'll put it into my lamp and cure, and then I'll cap and file all these bits off camera. So that's all the blue design part of it done. So all I'm doing now on this little bits on the end is I'm just adding that Wonderland just on the very edges. I was going to go for blue, but I thought I'd break it up a little bit with this Wonderland, and also it'll tie the whole set together because I've used Wonderland on the other two nails. So I thought, yeah, I'll just use, and then I was just going to put glitter on a couple of them, and I thought, oh no, I want them all the same. So I went ahead and just added a little bit of that Wonderland to these nails on the blank bits, and then I will cap off. I think I'll cap off camera. We'll see in a minute. No, I capped on camera, so yeah, I'll just cap these little bits here. Not making it too thick at this point because I am going to have to file these bad babies down, and with this design they do come out really, really bulky, really thick, so there's a lot of filing involved when I do this 3D work. If I do it too thin, I have tried doing this design and working a little bit thinner, but I always find that I end up filing some of the lines away. So yeah, I always leave them a bit thicker. So I've just left this one in as a reveal, and I have sped it up because this video is very long. So, you know, congratulations if you make it to the end with me. So yeah, I've just left this one in, and I'll just go over with my e-file and just keep filing over until those lines come revealed. I'm not really shaping it at this point. I'm just taking off all that bulk, and I'm taking off the bits underneath as well, as you can see here, but I'm mainly just taking away that bulk and revealing those lines once I get to that point, and then I will pick up my hand file and file and buff them by hand. You don't see me do that, I've done that off camera. So it's time for top coat. So I'm going to give them a generous dollop of Time to Shine top coat. And I'm just smoothing it all out here, removing any excess just to get a nice even application and make sure it's properly covered. I then pop them in the lamp for 60 seconds to cure. And then I'm going to come back with some 3D work. So I'm going to be using some blue crystals today, and these are also from CJP. I got these out of the Christmas box. I can't remember whether it was last year or the year before I got them. So I'm just sorting through, getting a few of the smaller ones out, because I'm going to be putting these in the centre of the 3D flowers that I'm going to be doing. So here I'm just getting them all ready. Just getting a few different sizes out. And then I have a look and decide which ones I want, and then I put back the larger ones because I decided to use these small ones. And then I get me periwinkle and I use my size 2 CJP brush to do the 3D work. I forgot to say that I've been using my Gemma Porch brush today, doing the application. That brush is a little bit battered. I have used it a lot just recently. And you can't get another one because they were, I don't think she sells them anymore. I think they were just like a limited edition, I think, because I haven't seen them on the website since. So, and it's a shame because it's a really nice brush and I could do with a new one. So I'm a bit disappointed I can't get another one. But yeah, what I'm going to be doing, I've already started it, and then for some reason my camera didn't pick it up. So I have already done one flower. And I'm just doing some little flowers trailing down the one side. They're just 3 petal flowers, and as you've seen from my previous videos, I'm not very good at 3D flowers. I'm a bit hit and miss with it. But I wanted to give it a go, because unless you keep practicing and practicing, you're never going to get any better at it. So it's not like I mean, if a client come in and ask for this, of course I'd do it because that's what they've asked for, but I would let them know that it's not something I'm brilliant at. But the only way I'm going to get better at it is by practicing it, and this is a good opportunity to practice a bit of 3D when I'm doing a 3D French design set. So I've gone all out on this set with the 3D. Once I finish these 3D flowers, what I do is just pop one of those blue crystals in the middle of each flower, and then that is the set complete. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've stopped to the end, because it has been a bit of a long one today, so apologies for that. But I did speed it up as much as I could, and there wasn't really a lot that I could cut out. I have cut some bits out, but I wanted to keep as much content in as I could. So I hope you've made it to the end. If you have, leave me share a bit of love in the comments box, what you think of these. Let me know how you're all getting on with this lockdown, what you're doing to keep busy. And yeah, so that's all I've got to say for this one. So hopefully I will see you soon in the next video. So I'll just let you carry on watching this, and I'll speak to you again in the next one. So for now, bye bye.